Hello, and welcome to another adventure with Exploring with Jason. Today we're in Glendale Cemetery in Akron, Ohio, learning and walking and discussing the life of former Congressman William William Hanford Upson. Um, so he's remembered here in Akron, but not only Akron, but other states as well. So if you're interested, come walk along with me as we learn about the life and legacy of William Hanford Upson. William Hanford Upson, who experienced a highly regarded judicial congressional career and achieved the success in his private law practice, was most proud of helping to found the Republican Party and campaigning on behalf of former President Lincoln. Upson was born on January 11, 1823, in Worthington, Ohio, to Daniel Upson and Polly Wright Upson. In 1832, the Upson family moved to Talmadge, Ohio, and he was first educated in Talmadge Township schools. At age 15, he entered Western Reserve College and graduated at the age of 19. In 1852, in 1942, at the age of 19, he began to read law in the Painesville law office of Judge Reuben Hitchcock. In 1844, he enrolled himself at Yale Law School and attended school for 1 year, and returned to Ohio in 1845. Upson was admitted to the Ohio Bar, where he opened up the Akron Law Office along with Sidney P. Egerton and Christopher P. Wolcott in January of 1846. Upson first held public office when he served as a Summit County prosecuting attorney, and where he was served as a Summit County prosecuting attorney from 1848 to 1850. He returned to law partnership following his 2-year term. Summit County voters elected Upson to the Senate in October of 1853, where he served for 2 years, but Upson did not seek re-election. So he returned to practice in 1858 or 1856 and remained interested in politics, where he served as a delegate for the first Republican Party convention, which was held in Pittsburgh. In 1856, he was nominated in 1856 when at the convention, which nominated John C. Fremont for president. Ohio Republicans selected Upson as a delegate to the Republican National Convention which was held in Baltimore in 1864, which he was renominated, which they renominated Abraham Lincoln for president. In 1860 to 1864, Upson campaigned in Summit County on behalf of Abraham Lincoln. He successfully ran for the seat of the Ohio House of the U.S. House of Representatives that would represent the Ohio 18th District in 1864 and was reelected in 1870, but declined to seek the third term, so Upson returned briefly to the politics in 1876 when Ohio Republicans chose him to delegate a at-large Republican National Convention that met in Cincinnati and nominated Rutherford B. Hayes for president. Governor Charles Forster appointed Upson to the Supreme Court of Ohio on March 4th of 1883. Upson was sworn in to office on March 14th of that year, and he campaigned that fall to complete Justice William White's term. But Shulwin Owens won the seat in the October election. Upson published their opinions are in Volume 39 of Ohio State Report. In 1883 case, Sessions versus Trivet was concerned the issues of whether the money and promising notes received by a husband from his wife prior to their marriages and for investments on her behalf and are sole property of the wife and are separated from the common law principles and femme covert. Upson wrote a sole property to the wife, and in his opinion, he also argued that the husbands and wives are competent and to testify the concerning communication or act done by one in the presence of another if the communication or act was done in the presence of the third party. Or if in the presence to be a third party who was a witness and that was of the third party. After he left the Supreme Court in 1833, William was encouraged by his fellow Republicans to campaign again for the seat on the state highest court. However, he refused their entries and campaigned successfully, but instead for a seat in newly created Circuit Court of Appeals in Summit County. By a lot, Upson drew two 6-year term on the newly organized circuit court, which, by Ohio constitutional amendment, replaced the district courts. And in 1886, he won a campaign for a 6-year term. In 1891 to 1892, he served as a Chief Justice for all Ohio circuit courts. But he declined to seek a re-election and retired to live quietly in his comfort home on East Market Street in Akron. In 1896, William quiet retirement was interrupted, but briefly when the Republican National Convention that was held in Philadelphia invited him to attend, recognized as one of the 5 surviving delegates of the party for the first National Convention in 1856. Upson married, and the couple raised 4 children. And Upson served as a member of the board and trustees of Western Reserve College and Oberlin College and Lake Erie Female Seminary in Plainsville, Ohio. He also served as a president of Summit County Bar Association, which is a member of the Ohio State Bar Association Executive Committee. Upson's hobbies were where he loved bird life, bird watching, maintaining the library and books on ornithology with collected specimens of stuffed birds, which I don't find that appealing, but if he enjoyed it, he enjoyed it. Upson would pass away on November 13th, 1910, a month after a long illness, a monthly illness. So here's his grave in between 2 of these monuments. I don't want to risk my life because the hill here, but his grave is right here. And so, but if you like what you see, if you like the content that I'm providing, please consider liking, subscribing, turning the notification on, sharing it with your friends and family. And I look forward to seeing you on the next adventure.